It's Krista here from Summers from Fashions, and I just wanted to do a quick haul video to show y'all what I got at the Goodwill Outlet Bins in New Hampshire earlier this week. And the exciting thing is most of these items are already sold. So after this, I'm going to make a what sold video to hopefully help y'all with your sales. So the Goodwill bins were really small. The warehouse was really big. There's probably 50 bins, but only 6 of them were closed. But I found some great things, and so here we go. I'm going to tell you why I bought them. So I'm not familiar with this brand. It's a Kathy Daniels pair of green stretch pants, but it was new with tags. New with tags and plus size are always the way to go. So I haven't listed these yet because they're so big, they're tough to put on my mannequin. So what I'm going to probably try to do is see if I can find a stock number and then post the stock photos with my listing. And then I got this dress barn. It's really cool. It's like a blazer cardigan. It's long sleeve. I don't normally get blazers, but this was so cheap. I mean, it's 9 cents an ounce, and this is less than a pound, so I'm willing to risk it. However, last night when I was photographing it, it had some stains that I was able to take out with a Tide to-go pen. So if you can, get one of those, because that really helps take out the little stains. You don't need to wash it, and you can just clean it out right on the mannequin. But I haven't listed that yet. So these are the items that I haven't listed. Yeah. The next is this tank that says wifey. It's just wedding season. So I figured that'd be fun. It's super cheap. This probably cost me right around 20 cents. When I took photos of it, I didn't take the time to use my steamer because I just didn't think it was worth it. But I need to go into Photoshop and paste the picture of the flat lay next to this on my mannequin. But I'll probably get $12 for this. And then this is super cool. So Disney always sells really well. So this long sleeve Disney. And this is what it looked like when I went for it. But as I was trying to find the tag, look at this, it's reversible. How cool is this? Again, I just need to do two pictures next to each other, which I can do in Photoshop. And then I'll post it, because when a buyer's buying this, I want them to be able to see the 2 different mini bases that they could get. Then I have this Old Navy rain jacket, which I thought was in really good shape. Sorry, it's not Old Navy, it's Gap. Just a good rain jacket, but it has these marks all over it, like these scuff marks, that I didn't see when I bought it. And you'll find that when you go to the bins and you get things when they get home, you'll notice some marks. So I'm probably going to do this for an auction. I'm just not sure how much yet. So that's everything that I don't have listed. And then here's everything that I do have listed. Ann Taylor's always a great brand. I did hesitate with this dress though, because I wasn't sure what color to call it. Is this blue? Is it gray? Don't really know. But yeah, it's a long dress. Good for the office. This is a Coldwater Creek, so not a super high resale value, but it's a couple of cents, I'll get it. And it's a large. So it's a nice cardigan. I actually got a lot of cardigans, which I'm okay with because I'm still wearing them here in New England right now. This is a sweater, but it's plus size and it's great. It's a Rosin Alley sweater, and this brand usually does pretty well for me. This lighting, I'm still trying to figure out. It's a lighting kit, and I had to get new bulbs. This is a Marmount. It's not fleece, it's polyester. It's just a long sleeve jacket, which is great for the spring soccer and baseball games. So I listed this for $40. I had another Marmot jacket that I sold that was given to me when it was colder. It had a hole in it, and I still got $35 for it. So I figured that should be a fair price. And the comps look comparable. Also got some really fun vintage items. There's this website where you can go on and by looking at the tag, it'll tell you what year it came out, which is great for pricing your vintage items. It's just a Jones, New York. This is early 1990s and it buttons in the front, but it has these shoulder pads. I don't know who ever thought shoulder pads were a good idea. This, and it buttons in the front, but I took off my mannequin and it buttoned it. And that'll probably go for 25 to 30. Vintage items you can also list on Etsy, which is a great choice. This is a Talbot extra large. This is really nice deep blue color. Again, anytime you get plus size, get it. Talbot's is a brand that does okay for me. Not a super high resale value, but if I'm only spending 20 cents and I'm selling it for $12, that's a decent profit. And I got this Land's End really nice and comfy white cardigan. I was nervous about photographing my lighter items, but I found that setting up the lighting kit the way that I've set up and moving the mannequin further away from the backdrop, the white distinguishes itself, so it's not blending in, which is what I was afraid was going to happen. Also got this extra large mustard yellow crown neck top. Dress Barn does okay with the plus sizes. Again, you're only going to be listing it for like $12.99, but if you're paying less than 50 cents for it, that's still an $8 profit after fees and everything. So I'll take $8. So a lot of the brands that I got weren't super high end or nice. They're just the bread and butter items, which means just the brands that sell consistently between $12 and $20. Because, you know, a lot of items don't have a resale value of over 30 bucks. When you're paying so little for it. So if you can buy items at the bins for less than $1, but you're profiting, you know, 8 to 10 bucks off of them, which you will be if you're selling $12 to $15 consistently, you sell 10 of those, it's a $100 profit in a day. So super easy. This is an American Eagle. It's plain in the front, oops, but the back has this really nice embroidery. So again, what I do in Photoshop is I take one picture of the front, one picture of the back, and you can actually paste them together and put them together. And it looks way better than some of the other apps you can get. Like I know Instagram has the app where you can like put different photos together, but I find doing it in Photoshop just looks better and they're not distorted. This is another American Eagle item. Is just this really nice cardigan. I'm a sucker for cardigans. I have one on now. I love them because you can layer. So, yeah, not sure what color this is. I listed it as a tan brown. And then here's another cardigan from Dress Barn, but this is a plus size. Remember, always get plus size. This nice dark cardigan. It's kind of weird on camera. And then Victoria's Secret always does really well. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a dress or just a top, but it's going to make some fella pretty happy. It's just this cheetah print with pink lace. Listed that for $12. Here's another vintage item, Argenti. When I ran the comps, it was getting, you know, $25 to $40, so I listed it at $30 with free shipping. This is nice red color, and a cool bottom, buttons up the side. So if you're going to an 80s party, that'd be a good thing to have. Here's one of those items that I bought and then I realized I had problems. So this is so soft. I wish there was some way that you can have people feel your items. But this is a Cabela like sweatshirt thing. It's got a hood and it's so soft. But when I got home and I was measuring it, I noticed that there's a run that's starting to tear. So I just noted that in my listing and I listed it for $15, which is so soft and it's Cabela and it's pink. So I don't think that should be a problem selling. Now, I also got this Simply Vera. I've seen other resellers get it. I haven't tried selling the brand yet. Just this blouse, also an extra large, so plus size, always good. But I'll see what other sellers are buying, and then if I find one of those items really cheap, I'll get it. Sometimes it doesn't work out so great, but other times it does work out really great. Like, I never would have thought to buy Nike, but all these other resellers were like, oh, Nike. And I just got this Nike dry fit top, sold within an hour of listing it. I also got this skirt sport, but it's actually a skirt. Okay, so I'm from a pretty conservative community. My community in Arkansas, the women mostly only wear skirts. I wear pants, but most of my friends only wear skirts, including when they work out. And so actually, one day I was talking to them because one of my friends who only wears skirts was going to go run a 5K, and I was like, hey, how do you run a 5K? And she's like, they actually have athletic skirts. I was like, what? She's like, yeah, but they're pretty tough to find, but she can usually only get them on eBay. And so when I saw this, I was like, hey, that is something that I know they would buy because there's a market for it. So anytime you find something that you can put modest in, or especially these athletic skirts, get it. This sold within an hour of me listing for full asking price. So anytime you can get a dress that has a high neckline, is low, just looks modest, put modest in the description. And every time I do that, my item sells within a week. Or these athletic skirts, because these women, they want to look fashionable, but it's tough to just go into a store and find these, so they go to eBay. And if you don't they're willing to pay full price. And so if you don't put modest in your listing, you're missing out on a potential market of great honest buyers that are really low risk, at least from my experience. And then this was my holy grail find. So I got a pair of Lululemon athletic pants. They're size 6. And these were at the bottom, and I was like, what? And they just feel so soft, because I've never seen Lululemon, never heard of it, but I heard about from other resellers, so I've had my eye out for it. And everyone's like, oh, it sells really good. So I got these and I listed it for $50, and immediately I had dozens of likes on Poshmark, and I've never had an item get more than 10 likes before selling, and I said dozens within literally minutes. But I kept getting offers around 30, but I was like, no, I think I can get more than that. So it was listed on Tradesy, and then I ended up getting a lot more, but I'll talk about that in my haul video. So yeah, Lululemon. It was buried at the bottom of the bins, though. What I found happened in New Hampshire, and honestly in a lot of bins, is you don't have a lot of resellers like we're resellers. You have a lot of people who will buy items and then send it home to their home countries. So they're not looking for name brands. They're looking for certain styles, I guess. That's been my experience. So always dig to the bottom. That's where you find great things. And then the last clothing piece that I got was this pink loft. I thought it was a cardigan, but I actually think that it might be a blazer. Got 3 buttons. And loft cardigans like this always do well for me. They always sell out. They might take a month or two, but I get them and I'll hold on to them for a little bit because I know that they're going to sell. Now, the downside about New Hampshire is the Goodwill's there. So all of the Goodwills for northern New England, when they get books donated, they actually scan them themselves. And if the resale value, according to the associate I talked to, is over $10, they keep the book. So I wasn't going to waste time scanning books because I knew that there wouldn't be a good resale value. But I had a few minutes. I was like, oh, I'll just see what I could get. So all these books have sold already, but there was 2 copies of War and Peace. And so these are 20 cents a pound, so these are only like 60 cents because they're bigger. Yeah. And then this book about like end time prophecies. Those sold already too. So that's what I got. I spent $15.05 at the bins. And I've already tripled my profits, and I've only sold a couple of items, so no doubt this is going to bring me in some money, which is exciting. But I'll make a new video showing what sold, because I always find it super helpful to find out what's selling for other sellers, because I know they'll sell for me too. But if you have any questions about the New Hampshire bins or any of my items, just comment below and I would love to help you out. Thanks.